All right, guys, so we just finished up with dumbbell presses. Now we're moving on to the hammer strength shoulder press. And as you see, we have some blocks here. And the reason that we have the blocks is because you'll notice how low this is at the starting point. So this is gonna help me reduce injuries, or at least the risk of injuries, because getting to that low point, trying to start and then pop it up to here, that's putting too much tension on my shoulder joint. So this kind of takes that out the equation and makes the lift a lot smoother. And this is really a chest press, but if you sit vertical in this one, you're able to hit a lot more shoulder, and the more you scoot your butt down to the end of the seat, that's when you hit a little bit more chest. But even then, you still feel a lot in your front delts. But we're about to run for a set of 10 here, and we'll do 2 more sets there, and then we'll do a nice little drop set. But I'm gonna put the full workout down below in the description, and if you like it, I want you to subscribe and share it to a friend that's trying to get some boulder shoulders. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as you'll see, we kind of struggled there for those last couple reps. That's how your top set should be. You should never get to some top sets and be able to just go through the whole set without at least a little bit of struggle. Because you got to remember, with working out and training, we're always going to build and grow based off of stimulus. So if you keep giving that muscle that same stimulus week after week, well, you can already guess what results you're going to have: 0. So y'all follow through with this workout with us, and let's get these gains. That's a set right there, baby. Let's go, 1 more set, then we'll do a little drop set, then we're moving on to the next. Sheesh. That's how a top drop set should look. That's 145 on there. And I felt like the 3 plates and a quarter that I had on there. But we just finished up with the machine hammer strength shoulder press. Now we're about to go ahead and move on into some side laterals. We're gonna probably do those seated, so we're gonna be a little bit more strict on our form. And we're probably gonna do, instead of a barbell upright row, we're gonna do dumbbell upright rows for a superset. So take a ride. All right, y'all, so like I said, we're about to start off with some seated laterals with the dumbbells. First set, we're gonna shoot for 15. Second set 12, and in the last 2 sets we're going to do sets of 10, and then we'll do a couple drop sets. So I'm going to just show you how your form should be on these. A lot of people come all the way up like this past their shoulders. You don't want to do that, because that's going to include a lot more traps in it. So you kind of want to angle the dumbbells out a little bit like such. So instead of having them straight, we're going to angle them, and then that same path that's on, that's where we're trying to go. We're trying to keep it below our shoulders, really using more elbows than hands to get this up. The main thing is always just trying to have a nice, slow, controlled tempo. Like I said before, with shoulders, it's not like a bicep. You can really squeeze that muscle. You have to be able to pause so you can flush that blood into that general area, so you can really maximize on the lift. But so I like the dumbbell upright rows. This is a little heavy right here. And that's one thing too, knowing when to humble yourself and leave your pride at the door. Because I want to be able to get quality reps. So I knew that was probably going to be way too heavy for my first set. so I'm dropping back down a little bit. But I also like doing dumbbell upright rows because you're not stuck at a fixed angle being straight. I can kind of twist the dumbbells a little bit. That way it's an easier path and I can feel a lot better in my shoulders and my traps. And with these, we did a set of 12 to start off with. Then we're gonna do a set of 10. And then I'm gonna do 2 really heavy sets of 8. And if not, try to be a good person. Oh, that we will.
We're gonna be back to the creation.
Yep.
We'll know as he knows.
And for me, like my brother always used to say, I'd rather live my whole life believing, because if I die and it's wrong, we just gonna die. But if I die and we're right. My bad, boss. Now we're gonna touch up a little bit on the rear delts. We're gonna do a face pull with the cables. So y'all check out this form. I like to get that nice little pause at the top. Really get that squeeze and stretch all the way out. Sheesh. Feeling good though. And if you've been tagging along, you'll notice that we try to have good intensity for our sets. And one thing I've been doing lately is make sure I get a little bit more rest in between sets so I can really have the energy to push through all my reps, because before I used to try to just take minimal breaks in between and just try to go, but I started learning that's not really the most optimal way to train if you're trying to really get the most out of your workout. So taking those extra couple moments of rest in between your sets is going to go a long way. So now we just finished up with the cable face pulls. Now we're about to do cable lateral raise. And so with the lateral raise with the cables, I like to pull it in between my legs and do a cross split. And then from that point, obviously we need to do some weight that's not too heavy. I step out a little bit, I lean out, and then we're going straight out to the side. And with these, we're going to just shoot for a few sets of 10, really go a little bit heavier than we could go with the dumbbell raises. And this is really just going to help pump a lot of blood into that. And the reason I like doing the cables a lot is because you feel constant tension on the way up and on the way down, being able to control it, so you get a lot better stimulus with it. But I like to switch it up and do all kind of different things. Like I normally stick to the same compound movements, but so I don't get bored, I like to switch up the pump accessory movements. So this is all just preference at this point and just finding out what individually works best for you, because certain things, if I feel it the most, that's what I stick with and I make that a staple in my routine. But it's also why I like going to different gyms, because there's always new pieces that you can hit just to be able to spice it up a little bit. Come on. All right, guys, so if you see this, I want you to put whatever gym and what state you live in and let us know what gyms you recommend us hitting in your city. Our goal is to travel around. My personal goal is to travel to all 50 states and hit at least one gym in each state, and obviously more the merrier. So. All right, guys, so we just finished up with the video. Nice little shoulder day for you guys. We plan on taking you through all of our workouts through every day of the week and giving you guys a good visual of what it takes to be an elite pro, and not even just an elite pro, but take your physique to the next level, because a lot of things are not what we do, but it's how we do it. So if you can just start seeing how I train, how I eat, how I rest, that's going to be able to translate into your own life, into your physique as well. So y'all stay tuned for all the content coming through, and if you have any suggestions on videos that you want, any topics that you want to be able to talk about, comment down below. Let us know what you want us to video and speak on. But other than that, guys, y'all just keep on killing it, keep on crushing it. It's the day after Thanksgiving. We're in here, we're tired. We'd much rather be at home right now, just chilling, pretty much just like everybody else. It may be you and you right now sitting at home, sitting down watching this video, but that's what it takes. If you really want something bad enough, you have to show up even on the days that you don't want to, and over time that's going to compound, and then you're going to be able to see your fruits, the fruits of your labor produce something. So y'all stay tuned for the future videos. I appreciate the support. Like and subscribe below. Mafia.